We're back, folks. Welcome to another episode of Just Bet Before the Whistle. My name is Andre Lou. They call me the betting boss, but there's some decent company this week.
Did he just say decent company? Hi guys, it's Terry Carell, and you know what? I am the real #betting boss because I am 3 for 3 for last week. You're welcome, and that's what we do. We're back to give you the Just Bet odds, tips, and predictions of the weekend's top sporting events.
Yeah, well, you and Mike Dean robbed Arsenal last week, but it's all right.
A win is a win.
We're going back to the Barclays Premier League, where first place Manchester City, they'll visit 9th place Tottenham this Saturday at 6:45 a.m. So yeah, it's another early game, but we promise it's going to be really, really good. Now the Just Bet odds. A win for Tottenham brings in $4. A win for Manchester City brings in $1.90. Odds of a draw, $3.50.
So guys, last week was terrible for Manchester City. They were beaten by Juventus in the Champions League, and then they lost at home to West Ham. Now, they did manage to beat Sunderland in a League Cup match on Tuesday, but they do have a few injuries in the squad, and they need a win this weekend, especially with Manchester United breathing down their necks. You know what? I think they're going to get it. I'm going to go with Manchester City for the win.
Now, Tottenham lost to Arsenal in the League Cup earlier this week, but they've also lost to Man City in their last 4 games. Like you, I'm picking Man City to win this game and win it quite comfortably.
So you agree with me?
Yeah, I'm concerned about that.
Don't be 3 for 3 last week. Taking it. Still in football, we head over to Italy to look at some Serie A, where Napoli will take on Juventus this Saturday at 1:45 p.m. Now the Just Bet odds. A Napoli win brings in $2.35. A Juventus win brings in $3. Odds of a draw, $3.30.
Oh, parli italiano?
Spaghetti, ravioli.
Okay, so no. Guys, listen. Both Napoli and Juventus have started really poorly in Serie A this season. They have only just won a single game from their first 5 and are both sitting in the bottom half of the table. But bear in mind, Juventus did beat Napoli home and away last year and will be looking to do the same this year to really kickstart their season. I'm expecting Juve to win a very close game.
Are you kidding me? It got really embarrassing for Juventus earlier this week when they could only manage to get a draw against the last place team in Serie A. I mean, come on, that is pretty sad. For that reason, I'm going to go with Napoli for the win.
All I'll say is, Forza Juve, la vecchia signora.
You're still going to lose, so how is that for Italian?
All right, we're going to turn our attention to some NFL action right now, and the Dallas Cowboys, they'll play the Atlanta Falcons in Dallas this Sunday, game time 12 p.m. But the Just Bet points spread has the Falcons favored by 1.5 points, and this means if you pick them to win, they need to win by at least 2 points. The under-over comes in at 44.5 points, and this gives you the option to bet whether or not the combined score for both teams will be under or over 45 points.
Guys, both teams are 2-0, but the Cowboys have some serious issues. Their quarterback, Tony Romo, is out with a broken collarbone, as well as their wide receiver, Des Bryant, who has a hamstring strain, and both will be out for several weeks. Bad news for the Cowboys. It is for that reason that I'm going to go with the Falcons for the win or for the game to go under.
Now, the funny thing is many analysts predicted that the Falcons would have struggled in their division and finished last. But they've been playing some excellent football over these first 2 weeks. Wide receiver Julio Jones has been in outstanding form, and the Falcons have actually come from behind for those 2 wins. Like you said, I'm expecting the Falcons to take advantage of the Cowboys' problems and win this game in Dallas.
Like I said, Team Terry, guys, Team Terry.
Just with team win, you know.
Team Terry, team win, duh. Same thing. Here are my winning picks. I have Manchester City for the win at odds of $1.90. I have Napoli for the win, $2.35. And I have the Falcons to win or for the game to go under at odds of $1.80, bringing my total odds to $8.04, meaning if you put down $1,000, you could win over $8,000.
And now for my big money winning picks. I have Manchester City to win at odds of $1.90. I have Juventus to win at odds of $3. And I have the Falcons to win or the game to go under at odds of $1.80, bringing my total odds to $10.26, meaning if you put in $1,000, you could win over $10,000. All right, guys, time for this week's Take It or Leave It. Now, the first set of group games in the UEFA Champions League took place last week. And like many persons expected, the English Premier League teams, well, they kind of flopped. Of the 4 EPL teams, only Chelsea got a win, with Arsenal, Manchester United, and Manchester City all losing.
So guys, take it or leave it. Can any of the English teams actually win the UEFA Champions League this year?
Terry, I'm going to leave it. I understand it's early and stranger things have happened. But listen, the English Premier League teams have not really done well in Europe over the last few years, whether it's the Europa League or the UEFA Champions League. and they have shown a certain level of tactical immaturity. And furthermore, you can't look beyond the big boys, the Real Madrid, the Barcelona, and of course, the Bayern Munich when it comes to the Champions League. So the English Premier League teams, not quite there yet.
Andre, I absolutely agree with you, and I'm going to leave it as well. In fact, you basically took the words out of my mouth. The English teams, they're good teams. They play very well, and they are competitive. But when we look, as you said, at the big boys, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, the question is, do they really stand a chance? I love you, Chelsea. I love my Blues, but the answer is no. They probably won't win the UEFA Champions League this year.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have. Thanks for watching. We certainly hope you make some money betting the JustBet this weekend. But before we go, we'd like to say big congratulations to last week's top-performing JustBet agents in the JustBet Plug-in and Win sales promotion. Guys, keep up the good work.
Now, to see a full list of JustBet events and to see the best betting odds on the market, or to watch episodes of JustBet before the whistle, you can visit justbetja.com. You can also visit JustBet's YouTube channel or jamaica-cleaner.com/videos.
Leave us your feedback on JustBet's Facebook or Twitter pages. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the games, and
make that money.